You've already spoke on your battle with Shine. I saw the blog you put out.
Yeah.
But now that you had a little more time to maybe reflect on everything, I saw Shine's response blog to that and everything.
Yeah.
What is your assessment now that you've had more time to kick back and maybe think about the battle, your performance versus Shine's?
I mean, I damn near feel the same. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know I'm cool with K-Shine, so it was never nothing more than a battle. You know what I mean? He's gonna feel he won, I'm gonna feel I won. But you know, we cool. But like I said, you know, being there, whatever, in the building, I scorched him round one. Like, it was just too many punches back to back. You know what I mean? It's like he didn't kick into his performance gear that round. Like, he was still trying to find it. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know what it was, but he started slow that round, and I was on fire out the gate. Round two, he started off slow, and then he kicked up towards the end. That got the crowd hyped, you know what I mean, at the end of his round. And my round two, I started off on fire, but then I started spitting bars that I felt like was going over their head, or schemes that they wasn't catching. So like I said, live, I lost round two, and then round three, you know what I mean, he did what he did with the coat and all that shit, breaking down DNA, and it was no stopping that round. So like I said, I got round one. Clearly, he got round three clearly, so when the footage comes out, they're gonna have to decide between two. You know what I mean? But his third round, like, some people don't go by, like, can you win a battle off a round? So you gotta go, like, it's all opinion. Like, if you wanna go statistically, then I'm gonna feel like I got round one and two and he got three. If you wanna go in terms of a knockout, I could still get round one and two, but his third was so crazy that you could say he won or call it a draw. So it's all how you looking at the battle. That's why I feel like DNA fans are gonna DNA 1 2-1. A K-Shine fan is gonna say K-Shine won, and then somebody that's just watching the battle, they might go with him because of what he did in the third. But you know, it's all opinion, so we gonna see when the footage drop.
I feel you. I've heard a lot of talk about the whole Dr. Shine thing, or whatever people saying. I'm not trying to, you know, spill too much about it. At the same time, who knows, the battle might drop before this comes out, but at the end of the day, do you feel as though his third round was as crazy as everyone's hyped it up to be?
Yeah.
It was crazy?
Yeah, like, honestly, you know what I mean, that's one thing nobody ever, I don't lie, it's no, you know what I mean, I feel like it's no need to lie, because when something is documented, or they got a paper or footage, it's like, who are you fronting for? Like, yeah, I honestly feel like before this, Disaster's first round was the best round that anybody spit to me, but now after seeing that, I feel like that was.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do you think that it might come off differently on camera? It won't be as hot on camera, do you think?
I mean, I don't think so, because, you know, a lot of people, they use props and they rely on the prop. Like, you know what I mean? I'll give him credit. He didn't just, bang, I'm gonna pull out a board and try to rely off of it. Like, he was actually saying shit with the prop. So, it's like, you know what I mean? He had punchlines and bars with the prop, opposed to somebody just pulling out a prop and saying, look, it's DNA on the chart. Like, he broke it down and went into some shit that, you know what I mean? Like, he did something that if I was battling somebody named DNA, I would do. So I had no choice but to, it's no choice but to respect it. So yeah.
Did you feel as though there was any crowd favoritism? Because I know you cool with Shine and you have a huge fan base internationally. You have a huge fan base. But, you know, in the URL, a lot of the times Dot Mob in general just gets mad love from the crowd in the house. Do you feel as though there was any favoritism in the atmosphere? I
feel like this, like when you got a battle, and shout out to Charlie Clips, because he pointed this out to me. He said, yo, when you got a battle with two people that's anticipated battle, that's a classic. Like, for instance, you know, he didn't start off so good in round one. His round one wasn't trash, but it wasn't that crazy. And when I just came out, bang, and just took round one, now everybody in the crowd is like, oh shit, DNA's up 1 donut. So when he turned up a little bit, now it's like, I bet I'm gonna give Shine that round just to make it 1-1.
Yeah, I feel you.
So that's how I felt it was. Like, it was like, all right, DNA got round one. Damn, if DNA gets round two, it's over. So I bet he turned up a little bit, I'm gonna give DNA that round. Now we're gonna see by the third. So that's what I felt like happened. And I've seen that happen in a lot of battles, but you know, Clips, he told it to me like, yo, you never thought about that? Like, you know what I mean? When it's a battle that you anticipated to see, if the opponent that you want to win it lost the round, even if they turn up a little bit, you're gonna try to give them the round just to make it even.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So that's what I felt what happened. And in the third, like I said, I clearly got round one, and he clearly got 3. So we gonna go off 2. Like, if I would have went first and dropped the beat, it would have probably been a total success. But after what he did, it's like now I'm in competition, and the rhyming on beat wasn't better than somebody pulling out a chart breaking down DNA. So that's what it was. It's like if he didn't do what he did, then my move probably would have killed him because it would have worked. It was nothing to compare it to. Like, oh shit, DNA rhymed on beat, he killed it. But now, or even if I went first, it's like, okay, DNA put out a beat that was fire. Then it would be like, oh shit, but K-Shine did this. But since he went first, it kind of put the pressure on me, and his prop was better than mine. So that's what it came down to. Now, I had practiced earlier in the day before the event went down on the beat. You know, some people was trying to be funny, like, oh, DNA was getting killed so bad in the 3rd round, he pulled the freeway and put on the beat. Nah, I planned to do that. So, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I had practiced it earlier, and when I was doing it off the lavalier mic, it wasn't working. So I knew I had to use the house mic. Now when it came to performing it, when I first threw on the beat and I said, round 3 is getting hot in there, y'all know my slogan, they all said get them the fuck out of here with me. So it's like they liked it at first, they was with it. But the mic, the lavalier mic and then the house mic clashed together. So the feedback started fucking it up and they couldn't hear me, and then that's when they was just like, oh, it's whack, because they couldn't hear what I was saying. And then one part, because the feedback was so crazy, I went off beat on one part, so it just turned into, not mean a fucker. But at the start, when the footage come out, everybody see the whole crowd was saying it with me, and then once they couldn't hear what I was saying no more, they wasn't rocking with it.
It was a real article that about some people who contracted AIDS, but before I was in the industry. So what they did was one of the girls' names they took out and put my name.
Take someone such as Chief Keef, young kid, on fire. To me, I said the worst thing Chief Keef ever did was get a record deal. That's just my opinion.